Most people think spending more on a watch means getting a better watch. With Breitling, that idea completely falls apart. This is not a fashion brand. It is a maker of aviation and diving instruments since 1884. From a $2,000 pre-owned quartz piece, accurate to 1/3 of a second per day, to a $70,000 tourbillon in red gold. The real question is where performance ends and rarity begins. Accuracy is the one metric that never lies, and at the entry level, Breitling's Super Quartz throws out the old rulebook. The pre-owned Colt Quartz 41, sitting in the $2,000 to $2,800 range, delivers a daily drift of just plus or minus 0.3 seconds, 10 times better than most quartz and nearly impossible for any mechanical watch at this price. The movement is not a generic battery job. It is COSC certified and thermocompensated, built to resist temperature swings that would throw lesser watches off by minutes each month. The case is all business. 41 millimeters across, stainless steel, fitted with a 4-tab rider bezel. It is not here to impress with gold or heritage logos. It is designed for people who care about split-second timing, not status. Water resistance is rated at 500 meters, professional dive territory, even though most buyers will never see more than a swimming pool. Comfort and utility matter just as much. The Colt's total weight lands well under 120 grams, making it wearable for triathletes and field engineers alike. The 1/10 second chronograph hand is more than a gimmick. It is a tool for measuring real-world events, from lap times to rescue drills. When a watch this affordable outperforms mechanical icons in raw precision, the old just quartz insult falls flat. At level 1, buyers are not paying for nostalgia. They are getting reliability, ruggedness, and a spec sheet that embarrasses most entry-level Swiss automatics. Design and durability collide at the next rung up the Breitling ladder. The Navitimer Automatic 41, with its beads of rice bracelet and signature slide rule bezel, is more than a nod to mid-century aviation. It is the kind of iconography that turns heads and sparks nostalgia. But under the hood, the story changes. The Caliber 17 movement inside is not a Breitling invention. It is COSC certified, ETA-derived engine, reliable but outsourced. Buyers here are not paying for mechanical innovation. They are investing in the legend of the Navitimer, the look that defined cockpit wrists for generations. Water resistance tells the rest of the story. The Navitimer Automatic offers just 30 meters of protection, a specification that is strictly for desk pilots, not open water adventurers. Compare that to the Superocean Automatic 42, which uses the same movement but pushes water resistance to a full 300 meters. Suddenly, the price tag starts to reflect real-world toughness, with a screw-down crown, dive-rated gaskets, and a unidirectional bezel built for the ocean, not the office. Market dynamics reinforce the divide. The Navitimer Automatic commands $5,000 to $5,700 at retail, but can be found for $3,500 to $4,200 on the gray market. The Superocean, meanwhile, holds steady near $5,900 at retail, with gray market offers just under $5,000. Buyers pay a premium for a watch that can handle anything. In this middle tier, heritage and specs pull in opposite directions, and the choice becomes clear: pay for the story or pay for the specs. Somewhere around the $6,000 band, the Breitling spectrum hits an inflection point. Below this threshold, utility and story fight for control. Buyers weigh the comfort of a featherweight Endurance Pro against the legacy of a Navitimer, or the dive readiness of a Superocean against the allure of an aviation icon. But once you cross into this mid-tier, the logic of the purchase begins to shift. The market starts to reward not just a dial or a logo, but the promise of something engineered in-house, something that claims its value in the gears and levers beneath the case back. This is the territory where the old price-to-performance equation starts to wobble. For the first time, the premium is not just about materials or water resistance, but about movement architecture, about whether the watch on your wrist is a product of Breitling's own research and development, or a well-finished iteration of someone else's blueprint. Buyers at this level are no longer just paying for a recognizable silhouette or an impressive spec sheet. They are betting on the idea that true value comes from the inside out. The contradiction is hard to ignore. Accuracy, as measured by a quartz Colt, actually declines as you move up, but the perceived value climbs because the narrative pivots from precision to pedigree. This is where the sweet spot lives for many collectors, a zone where heritage, engineering, and versatility overlap just before the price curve starts to reward exclusivity over everyday excellence. Beyond this, the conversation changes. The next level is not about owning a tool or a legend. It is about owning a piece of horological self-assertion, and the price tag reflects it. Mechanical ambition finally takes center stage with the Navitimer B01. This is the first Breitling where the price tag is justified not by a logo or a legend, but by what is happening beneath the dial. The B01 movement is a full in-house chronograph, engineered and assembled by Breitling, and it is the reason movement purists start paying attention at this level. The 70-hour power reserve is no marketing flourish. It is a technical leap that lets the watch run for nearly 3 days off the wrist, outclassing the 38-hour reserves of earlier automatics. But the real story is in the chronograph architecture, a column wheel and vertical clutch, two features borrowed from the world's most respected high-complication watches. The column wheel acts as a mechanical brain, orchestrating the start, stop, and reset functions with a tactile, click-perfect precision that cam-actuated chronographs cannot match. The vertical clutch means the chronograph can run continuously without sapping accuracy or wearing out the movement, a detail that separates serious chronographs from their mass-produced cousins. C certification is still here, but the conversation is no longer about raw timekeeping. Now, buyers are paying for a movement that is not just accurate, but beautifully engineered. The aviation emblem returns at 12 o'clock, a nod to the brand's roots, and a sapphire displayback lets the B01's mechanics do the talking. For the first time in the Breitling hierarchy, the value is obvious even to someone who does not care about the logo. This is the level where movement disciples step in, and everything below starts to look like a compromise. What justifies the Chronomat's leap in price isn't hidden under the dial, it's wrapped around the wrist. The rouleau bracelet, with its bullet-shaped links and seamless articulation, offers a tactile experience that no stamped clasp or off-the-shelf strap can match. Each link is engineered for micro-adjustment, using a ratcheting cam system that lets the wearer dial in a perfect fit. No tools, no trips to the jeweler. The result is a bracelet that hugs the wrist with a fluid, almost organic motion, making the watch feel lighter and more integrated than its 42mm, 200-meter rated steel case suggests. This isn't just about comfort. The rouleau's hollow core construction and austenitic steel blend shave grams off the total weight, yet deliver a durability that stands up to daily wear and weekend abuse. The clasp, with its mirror-polished outer faces and brushed inner surfaces, disappears against the skin. For many buyers, this bracelet is the main event, the reason to skip the Navitimer B01 and pay the extra premium for the Chronomat. On paper, the movement is identical to the previous level, same in-house caliber 01, same 70-hour reserve. But in the real world, the Chronomat's presence, versatility, and bracelet engineering command a $3,500 jump over the Navitimer B01 at retail, and at least a $2,000 spread on the gray market. Here, buyers pay for the way a watch wears and feels, not for a new technical frontier. The Chronomat's value proposition is tangible, ergonomic, and instantly recognizable, proof that in luxury sports watches, sometimes the bracelet is the real complication. At the peak of the Breitling price ladder, the conversation leaves the world of practical tool watches behind. The Premier B21 Tourbillon Chronograph 42, cased in 18-karat red gold and set apart by a single-axis tourbillon cage at 12 o'clock, is less a timekeeper than a statement piece. Limited production numbers, often just a handful per year, guarantee that most buyers will never see one outside a boutique or an auction catalog. Here, the cost is not about a leap in daily accuracy. The Tourbillon's original purpose was to average out gravitational errors in pocket watches, a technical marvel in 1801, but a marginal upgrade in a modern wrist-worn chronometer already certified to plus or minus 4 seconds per day. In the Premier B21, The tourbillon's visual drama and the promise of hand-finished bridges outweigh any measurable gain in precision. The movement itself is a collaboration with Le Jeu Perret, assembled and finished by artisans whose work is visible only under magnification. The 18-karat red gold case, the fluted bezel, and the limited edition numbering push the price into the $55,000 to $70,000 range, with outliers selling for even more when scarcity and provenance align. For the collector, this level is not about wearing a better Breitling. It is about owning something few others can, a piece of horological art defined by material indulgence and microscopic craftsmanship. The value proposition has left the realm of engineering and entered the world of connoisseurship, where function takes a back seat to exclusivity. Today, price tags disguise more than they reveal. At every level, a Breitling's true value is not precision or prestige. It is the story you are choosing to buy. As the market chases rarity, the smart collector asks, does this watch serve you or just your ego? The answer still divides the faithful. Share your take below.